Kalim, everyone. So for the ones that are getting in, we're waiting for the presenter. He's having a couple technical issues. Always happens something like this. It's okay. So he'll be here in about 1 to 2 minutes. Um, but yes, in the meantime, tell me a little bit more. How's been your? Do you have already a project in mind? Kalim, Winsome, Gabriel, Orlando, Sergio, Sanixin. You have already a team. You have a project in mind. How's the situation for now? While we wait a couple. Okay, Sergio has a project already. I'm alone. Okay. Felix, are you? Do you know what you will be building? Are you building? I'm guessing that most people in here are building in Bitcoin, right? So, so that's what you're here, right? Yes, I want to develop an AI agent, Sergio. The ticketing platform. Oh, yes, yes, you sent me an email, right? I need to check it out. A social network. Okay, okay. Oh, hey, hey, Raagan.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Omar.
Hey, how are you? How
Yeah,
are
I'm
you?
fine. I'm fine. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Welcome to the webinar. We are live on YouTube, on Twitter, now called X, and here live streaming from the Starknet Foundation. So welcome everyone. Very happy to be here with you again. So we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, and we're happy to have Garden here. Garden is such an amazing bridge that we're using right now. And I'm guessing that most of the teams building with Bitcoin will be building with Garden. So that's what we invited the Garden team to give a workshop. And thank you very much, Raagan, for coming here, for preparing this workshop, for investing time in this. We will share all this content with everyone because I'm guessing that Garden will be used quite a lot for bridging between Bitcoin and Starknet. So without further ado, Raagan, the floor is yours.
Yep. Thank you, Omar. Thank you for this warm welcome. So, yeah, I'll just I'll just give a small intro on like what Garden does and how it like internally works, and then we'll jump into like how the builders can basically use our API to like fastly bridge funds. So I'm just sharing my
Amazing.
screen. Just let me know whether like you can see.
Perfect. Not yet.
Yep. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it. Yeah, we can.
Yes, yes. So yeah, very warm welcome to whoever are present in this meeting and like whomsoever are seeing this. This is Raagan from Garden Finance. So yeah, Garden is a decentralized, trustless exchange for you to bridge your cryptocurrencies. And now this talk is going to be like how to bridge between Bitcoin and Starknet. So, yep. First off, what is Garden? Garden is the fastest Bitcoin bridge, and we can say like we do swaps in as little as 30 seconds. And why to trust us? Because it's like fully trustless, and you can do on-chains without exposing. Like there is zero custody risk in Garden Finance. And we are closing to like 2 billion. We are reaching there in the total volume. At currently we are at
Nice.
1.8 billion. Yep. And yeah. So what does like Garden post? Garden basically proudly says that we use atomic bridges, cross-chain atomic swaps. So there are like traditional bridges which use mint and burn mechanisms. Like it's like you burn your tokens on one chain and then you mint its equivalent on the other chain. This is the traditional way of bridging, and it is a bit slow because we wait for block confirmations, and most of the existing protocols are like highly gas expensive. So, in atomic bridges, we like use HTLCs. HTLCs are known as like hash time lock contracts. I'm assuming I'm just giving like a basic info on like everything so that even people who are like
No,
new onto this, so they
makes
can.
sense. No, makes sense. Complete sense.
Yep. Yeah. So it's completely decentralized and we use time lock and hash lock and it's trustless. So now exactly how are HTLCs making this possible? So let's just see this diagram and we have chain A and chain B. Let's just assume it's Bitcoin and Starknet. Alice, as me, I just want to swap my Bitcoin funds to Starknet. So what I do in HTLCs is I create a secret, which is pre-image in crypto lingo. So I create a secret and then I lock it. But this time I lock it with a particular time, which says that after that particular amount of time, I can retrieve my funds, which means I can refund my funds.
So Raagan, I will be interrupting for a couple questions while you're speaking.
Yep,
Is that
yep.
okay? Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
feel free to question. Yep.
Excellent. So everyone here, and I'll be monitoring YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and here. So
Yes.
please post your questions, guys, folks, and I will be redirecting them to Raagan. And Raagan, here's one question. Exactly what does HTLC mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll explain what HTLCs
Oh,
mean.
okay. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like that is the question, right? They wanted an explanation
Yes,
of
e-
HTLCs.
exactly. Yes, what
Yeah,
is it?
yeah. So now I'll explain HTLCs. So think of HTLCs like a safe box that has two types of locks. You can like unlock the box in two ways. That's what hash and time. The box is eligible to be opened after a certain time, or you can open it when you have a particular secret. Think of it like a box. So in a chain, you take your funds and then you lock it into the hash time locked contract, and this locking happens with you creating a secret and you hash the secret and then lock with that. So now this can be opened only in two ways. Either you have to provide the secret that you hashed, you have to give it to the contract. Once it's verified, you can like open your funds, open the contract and claim your coins. And if not, let's just say no one like claims the coins and it is there. While creating the HTLCs, you would have mentioned a time. That's what like the T stands for. After hash, we have time. So once the time lock is expired, like you as a sender who funded the box, you can retrieve the funds. Am I making sense or like?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So this is the basic idea of HTLCs. So I'll just give like a short summary again. HTLCs are hash time locked contracts and you lock it in two ways. For creating a HTLC, you have to create a random pre-image and you have to hash it. With that hash and a lock value, time lock value, you create and lock your funds, which can be opened in two ways. Number one is you providing the secret that you hashed initially that will match and you can retrieve the funds. And the second one is like after the time that you specified, you as a sender who initially funded, only you, not like anybody, only you will receive the funds back. This is the base of HTLCs.
Okay, okay.
Yes. So
Uh,
are
Perfect.
there
No more
like
questions. No, no more question for now.
okay, okay. So this is what HTLC is. So when HTLCs were introduced, it like gave us an opportunity to lock funds basically with zero trust. So me as Alice on chain A, I can lock my funds here, and now only I know the secret. So only I can unlock the funds now, or it stays there for some time. And now in chain B, let's just say Bob. Bob also does the same thing now. He takes his funds, he locks it, but this is where a thing happens. Bob locks, but he does not create his own pre-image. Rather, he uses the secret hash, not the secret hash that I logged the funds on chain A. So let's just say I have like a random secret, my random secret. I hashed it to get a value 0x123. So now I give it to Bob. Bob locks his funds on chain B with 0x123. But he doesn't know my random secret yet, but he knows that how to lock chain B. He would see my secret hash, he would see my time lock expiry, he would see that, and then he would lock his funds on chain B. So now both the sides funds are locked, but the beauty is only Alice, me, I know the secret. So I confirm on chain B has Bob deposited the required amount that I want, and is the secret hash matching my secret hash and the time lock. Once I verify all this, now I can go to chain B and unlock it. when I unlock it, I have to. There is like no way in a normal atomic swap that you can claim your funds without revealing the secret. So on chain B, when I go claim Bob's funds, the secret is revealed now, and Bob can claim it from chain A now. So that's how atomic swap works. Atomic, why atomic is either it happens or it doesn't. There is no like middle way in this. So yeah, this is how
Uh,
HTLCs allow us to do cross-chain atomic swaps.
Cross-chain atomic swaps. Okay, perfect. Got a couple questions here, Raagan, if that's okay with you. Uh,
Yeah, like, we can. Yep.
Perfect. First of all, can you share the link to the documentation about HTLCs, please?
Yep, I'll share it in the chat. Is it fine?
Excellent. That's perfect. Okay, that's for Sergio. Then we got another couple questions while you look for the link. Anyone with Cypher is asking. Anyone with secret key can withdraw?
Just a second. Just a
No
minute.
worries. No worries. No worries. Remember, guys, if you're watching YouTube, you can ask the questions in there. I mean, I prefer you to be here in Zoom; it's easier. But you can ask their questions there or on X or whatever you want.
Yep,
Okay.
I've given a link there, docs.garden.finance. In that, like, we have a very comprehensive docs from like the beginning of intent, HTLCs to how like the
Amazing.
entire garden protocol works.
Amazing. I will, guys. I will share this documentation also in the resources of the hackathon, so you can find it in Telegram. Please go in Telegram, and in Telegram you will be able to see all the resources. You will see the recording of this video on Garden, and you will be able to see everything in there. So, okay, thank you very much, Raagan. Now, Cypher is asking, anyone with the secret key can withdraw?
Yep. So thing is, when we lock funds, we lock it in a way that like we tell these funds are intended to be claimed by this party. So that is what happens. When I lock the funds, there are like initiator, redeemer, time lock, and secret hash. So for any HTLC, standard HTLCs, these are the variables. So as initiator, I say I'm Alice, I am the initiator. And for redeemer, I say Bob and secret hash and time lock. So now anyone can call, basically anyone can call the redeem function on a contract, on a EVM contract or a Starknet contract, but in the order in the HTLC the intended redeemer will be Bob. So whomsoever may call, the redeem funds will go to Bob. And there is a point that I want to register. Like, this is where we also do like gasless redemption for users. Garden Finance utilizes this opportunity, or like we use this technology to do gasless redemption. So let's just say Alice locks his funds for Bob. Same way, me being Bob, I lock it for Alice. But now it doesn't mean that only Alice should come and claim it. Even I can hit the claim, but the funds, while locking, we intended Alice as the one who could claim it. So it will go to Alice. That is what happens.
Perfect, perfect. Okay,
Yep.
okay, thank you very much. Raagan, next question. How do you generate the secret hash?
Yep. So the secret hash, standard way of using the secret hash will always be SHA-256. SHA-256 is like a well-known algorithm, and like it's a standard that we use to lock the funds. Like you could use any hashing algorithm, but we should also make sure like whatever protocol that we use, they should also support it. By default, it is everywhere it is a standard to use SHA-256. Although there are like few other custom HTLCs which use different hashing algorithms, but as a standard in HTLCs and in atomic swaps, it's always good to stick with SHA-256.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Please do ask your questions. Next question.
Mm,
Bob is claiming on chain A.
yes.
So that means he needs to move to chain A. How many wallets needed for both?
Yeah, that's what. So let's just say Alice and Bob. Now Alice is telling he will be putting his funds on chain A and he needs funds on chain B. So at the end of the day, Alice should have two wallets. And same way, Bob, he is sending his funds on, he is locking his funds on chain B. And now he has to receive Alice's funds on chain A. So obviously both the parties should have both the wallets, both chains wallets. Yep.
Okay, thank you. I went for some water. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Next question and final question for the moment. If
Yes.
Alice, Cypher is asking if Alice sees Bob amount comparable to his,
Hmm.
now Alice wants to confirm the transaction. To
Yes.
confirm this, does Alice needs the Bob's secret hash?
Yeah. So essentially, yeah. The thing is, it differs from chain to chain. So in terms of Bitcoin, it is a bit different how it works. But let's just say for like ease of explaining, in Solidity, whenever like you lock, I mean in Ethereum, EVM chains, when you lock your funds, we emit an event, and the event will, in the event we could emit like how much funds have been locked and the secret hash. So essentially Alice does not need the secret hash, but he has to verify that the funds have been locked with his secret hash. So that's a mandatory check that Alice should have, because if Alice does not verify that his secret hash is not used by Bob, then Bob can like be malicious because he has logged his funds with a different asset. Yeah, with the different secret hash. Yep.
Amazing. Okay, thank you very much. I think we cleared the questions for now. We can go on, Ryan. Thank
Yep.
you.
And before I move on, I just want to tell that like in this demo only, I shall be executing a script and doing an order or like a bridging to show you guys like how I do with the API. And I'll also share the repository links, and it also has a README and the script files. So when you guys want to build it, feel free to use it and build it. Now I'll be moving on to the next slide. Yeah. So bridging this cross-chain atomic swap HTLCs, I've been dumping like a lot of information. But now I just say how easy it is to do with Gardens API. So whenever you are creating, now we move on from the concept of HTLCs. HTLCs are a concept that now we have learned, and we also learned about cross-chain atomic swaps. Now, as a protocol, we should think of like that. Now I want to move funds. I mean, now I want to bridge my funds from chain A to chain B. Now I have to check quote. So in terms of these cross-chain orders, main thing is a quote. In Garden lingo, quote stands for how much tokens am I locking on chain A and how much will I be getting on chain B and the fiat value for it. Because the fiat price or dollar price is like a central standard which we could measure so that it is almost 1:1 ratio. So yeah, in Gardens API, when you have to create an order, first you have to get a quote. By getting a quote, you confirm that, okay, I'm moving from chain A, this asset, and chain B, this asset, and I'm sending like $10 worth of token. I'm locking it on chain A. And at the end, I should be able to claim $10 worth of token on chain B. So you get a quote for the swap, and you check and you verify whether this is what you intended to do so. Once that is done, we move to create order, and the order is created, and then you make a get call to our orders endpoint, and you get the order details. Once you have confirmed that your order is ready to be initialized, you as a user will do an initiation on the source chain. And these are just the four simple steps that you need to do to bridge your funds. Redemptions are handled automatically by Gardens API. So yeah, this is how we do. We first know like what and all assets are being supported by the Gardens API, and then we get the desired pair, we construct the desired pair, and we get the quote value for it, and then we post and create an order. We get the order info, and then we initiate the order. This is like the base flow. I'll just go through, tell it once more. First, we check what are all the assets that Garden support. Once we have seen what are all the assets are supported, we can select our desired pair. Let's just say Bitcoin to Starknet. And Bitcoin, I have BTC. And in Starknet, I have wrapped BTC, which is like a 1:1 representation. So these are the pair. So now I know I have to move from Bitcoin BTC to Starknet WBTC. I get the quote for it, and I'm happy with the quote. And now I create an order. Basically, this create order is like creating a registry in the Garden protocol, telling that like you want to lock your funds on A and claim your funds on B. Once it is done, you created an order, you verify the detailed order info, and then you initiate on the source chain. Once that is done, rest of the things are handled automatically. Yep. Are there any questions
Perfect.
as of right now, or can I proceed?
For now, we are okay. Please, guys, folks, feel free to ask questions in any platform, ideally in Zoom. If you're on YouTube, it's okay. Let's go on, Raagan.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so I'll share this PPT and everything. So as of now, I've given you a small intro on what are HTLCs, what are cross-chain atomic swaps, and like how does Garden API comes into play and how easily you can do this. Now I shall be like showing you a small script and I'll share the repo links and then I'll be happy to answer your questions. Just a minute, I'm stopping my screen sharing and like switching
No
it.
worries. Perfect, perfect. I think a lot of people are going to be using this. We are looking at some interesting here. Cypher is asking, is Garden only for BTC swaps and Starknet, or how would it be?
Okay, just a second.
No worries, no worries.
You should be able to see my entire screen, right?
Yes, we are looking at Zoom.
Yes, exactly. Now this is what I
Yes,
want. So to answer your
perfect.
questions, rather than just answering, I'll just show you. This is testnet.garden.finance. So this is our UI. As you can see, like there is by default BTC bridging. You can select your tokens. And these are all the varied chains that we support. You can see
Okay.
you could bridge your funds between these chains. Starknet is also there, Bitcoin is also there. But as Garden, we are one of the fastest Bitcoin bridge. So I started out this entire presentation revolving around Bitcoin. But you could also go and check out testnet.garden.finance and like check all the assets that we support. And you could do swaps. This
This
is like
also in mainnet or in
this is
mainnet?
also in mainnet. Yep, this is mainnet.
Okay.
Testnet.garden.finance is like testnet के लिए. So like whenever someone wants to play around, he can like just experiment safely on testnet. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. And yeah, this like I'm just loading the mainnet. Yep. This is the mainnet garden app. App.garden. It's
Okay.
loading.
Any more questions, people?
Yes. So whoever is like seeing this, just go to our website once and you can see what are all the varied chains are being supported. And for people who asked like for docs, this is how I've sent the link already. But yeah, this is the Garden Docs website. You can go to this website. We have like a very comprehensive from bare bones basic core concepts to the entire API reference. Yep. This is what is Garden website. And without further ado, I'll just show the script. Yep. And yeah, when I told about testnet.garden.finance, this website where you can particularly see the varied chains supported and you could swap your funds here. I also want to tell that this funds you could claim your testnet funds from this website, testnetbtc.com. I'll be adding every links in that repository, so don't worry. I will be adding like the docs link, the faucet link, and everything, and I'll be handing over. So yeah, you can
This is
claim your
gold.
testnet funds. Yep, you can claim your testnet funds from here, and then go to Garden Finance, and then yep, you can bridge and test it.
Beautiful.
Yes. So yep, this is my code. Like I don't know how far should I be going into explanation, but I'll just like tell a small overview of this without like going very in depth. But yeah, like I'll make sure like there are comprehensive comments over here and like extensive comments so that like they can understand what is happening with the API. So yeah, I'll just show this. Yep. In Garden Docs, you can see here from Starknet and from Bitcoin. So this is what like we follow. This is like a very quick start that you could use to swap your funds with the API. Yeah, go through this API, get used to it, and like this is where like you can use it and fast, swiftly bridge your funds. And yeah. Coming to this, there are like, in terms of using the API, it's very simple. You can, like, anybody with like basic postman calls, anything works. But like I made it so like in TypeScript so that I can also use the Starknet SDK easily. And yep, the main prerequisites around this particular script is you just have to have your Starknet account deployed. That's what, nothing more than that. Your Starknet account. So once that is done, like this is like an extensive set of code. Whatever I told in the PPT, like first I get a list of supported assets, and then I select my asset and I request a quote. As you can see here, like I'm requesting a quote here, and I log the quote response. I'll just run it in a bit, but I'm just like dry running and explaining the code. And I create an order request, and then we post an order. So I'll just run this for you guys. It should be simple. Yep. So this is the first one. I've selected Starknet BTC as an asset. And yeah, this is showing the HTLC. So this is what we were talking about. This is the HTLC address. And in Starknet contracts, we don't like lock the funds each and every time. We use this contract and we lock it with our secret hash and time lock. And same with BTC. Regarding Bitcoin, it's completely different from Starknet or other EVM environments. But like that's like a bit too complicated or like too time consuming to get into.
It's okay.
And yeah, so according to the script, I created an order. First, I got a quote and I got an order ID. And this script, I initiated the order and I also got the Explorer. And I'll just click this so that you guys can see how the Explorer shows your transaction. Yep. So this is a completed transaction order, guys. We did it in 21 seconds
Amazing.
while explaining this to you. So yeah, that's how fast it is. So we bridged our funds from Bitcoin to from Starknet wrapped BTC to Bitcoin, and this was done in 21 seconds with our API without like UI
Amazing.
interactions. And
And what
also,
was the cost? What was the cost?
yep. So the gas costs are like literally zero. Everything like is handled by Gardens.
Wow,
Gas cost is literally zero. And yeah,
amazing.
this shows you like the entire thing here. So we have like a dedicated explorer. So you guys, when you are creating or using this script and creating orders, do go to this explorer, and like in the script itself we will give the URL. But yeah, when you use, you'll able to see that there is a source Starknet resolve. We have given you a specific app ID, which is an auth token that you can use to interact with our API. And yeah, so back to the code. I'll just show you. We created the order and we initiated it. The only part that's bit outside of this is like in Starknet, when we are initiating the HTLCs, the HTLC contract needs approval of our tokens. Since we are doing it in a contract level, we like the HTLC contract will basically pull funds and then lock it in for you. For that, the HTLC contract should have approval. So that's what is being done here. And just a second, guys, I'll also make it even more interactive as possible. I just don't want it to be like a simple stuff.
By the way, everyone here, there was a question, amazing question by Cypher. He's asking whether he or she can see the link to the YouTube videos. So I will be sharing in the resources of the hackathon in Telegram and also in the DevPost webpage all the links to the different workshops that we're having. They are not there yet, but you can look at them in around 12 hours. They will be there, including this link. Okay, so please look at them. Yeah. And plus, you will also be able to see the links that Raagan is sharing here, plus the links that other panelists before also sent. So you will be able to see there in the resources pages. If you don't see them, feel free to tag me there. But you will find them in around 12 hours. Thank you.
So yeah, guys, this script is written in TypeScript, and I've commented out like each and every step here, and it should be like very simple. And we just like use the API response. Most of the job is done by the API responses and API calls. Only thing you have to do is approval and then signing the initiate message. These are all like very well explained in the docs, and this is the final script. Now I shall be sharing this repo link, guys, in the chat.
Yes, share it in the chat and I will propagate that to everyone.
Yep, this is the repo link, and this has the script and the docs, faucet links, docs links, and anything. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Not for now.
Yep. So,
Uh,
yep. So yeah, we went through. I just give a small recap. We went through like HTLGs, cross-chain atomic swaps, how Garden protocol does it, and I also showed you like a custom script for it, and I showed you around the UI. And the time we were discussing, in like around 25 seconds, we even got our funds bridged through the script. So yeah, the code itself will have like the comments and the necessary things. Once you go through, you should be able to easily understand it. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much. Hassan is asking for the Telegram link. The Telegram, I will send you the Depos Telegram, sorry, the Hackathon Telegram link. It's in the Depos webpage. If you go to the Depos webpage in the main page, you will find it there. I will share it here, but in case someone else is looking for it, I will send it right now. Any question for Raagan or for the Garden team? Please let me know. You can tag me in Telegram and I can ask the Garden team and we can see if there's many questions. Maybe Raagan, I will ask you to to please
Yeah,
check
yeah.
directly in there. But well, yep.
I'm happy to answer it.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ryan, for coming. Thank you, the Garden team. Thank you, all the people watching in YouTube, watching in Zoom. See you. We have another workshop later today. So this is Bitcoin related. The next one today, let me check exactly. It will be too late for me, so I won't be there. But there will be Sutung, my colleague will be there. So later you will have privacy. So what can you do with bridging using Garden plus using privacy transactions using Circum and Noir? This is getting interesting. This is getting interesting. So thank you very much. Um, please tag me in Telegram at Espejelomar. Let me share you here in the chat, and I will be there for you. Thank you very much, Raagan, again, and see you everyone very soon.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you.